Welcome to the channel. My name is Matthias. Today, I'm going to give you a almost complete discography ranking of P.O.D. Today, we're just going to focus on their main studio albums. And one thing is that their two first productions, Brown and Snuff Punk, are not going to be in the ranking because, honestly, I can't get through those albums. I don't really like them. The band is very much in their formative phase, and at least for me, it's just not my cup of tea. But that aside, let's get into this ranking. And at number 9, we have Circles. That it feels like an uninspired album. It feels a little bit redundant in their catalog. It's not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it just doesn't work for me. And we can go directly to number 8, where I have that same feeling, which is Veritas. It's a little bit higher because I feel like the mix is a little bit better on this album. It's a tad bit more heavy too. Then at number 7, we have P.O.D's self-titled album. Now, on this production, their original guitarist left the band. Jason Trudy is the new guitarist, and you can hear the band sort of like having to adjust with his style. It's a pretty good album, but at least for me, there's a lack of chemistry within the band itself at that moment. At number 6, we have Fundamental Elements of Southtown, where here we have the band firing on all cylinders. The whole album, I consider it to be pretty good, even though there is a lot of room to grow, especially for the vocalist Sunny Sandoval. At number 5, we have Testify. That's the second album that Jason Trudy did with the band. And this production has some monster riffs on it. Some of the songs are actually screaming for guitar solos, and we don't get them. But something really interesting on this particular production is that the band is getting really good at writing pretty sophisticated and interesting melodies. Also, thanks to this album, I discovered Madasiaku, who's a guest vocalist on 2 tracks, and he's a very impressive singer. At number 4, we have Satellites, their big breakout album. Now, out of all their albums, this one has more of a nu metal influence. The mix is very heavy. At least for me, it's pure gold from front to back. There's no bad tracks on this one. They have some pretty massive hits on this album too. And also thanks to this production, I discovered HR from Bad Brains. Now, with Satellites included all the way to the end of the video, all these albums are pure gold. I think they're fantastic from front to back. It's very hard to establish the order from this point forward too. But at number 3, I put Murder Love. This album, very deep in their career at this point. They're still progressing. They're still evolving. They're growing as songwriters. I really love some of the more positive, fun-loving tracks on this album. There is a pretty interesting pop inclination that really works for me. At number 2, we have The Awakening. That it's a concept album. Now, I don't like the interludes to it, but all the songs on it are really solid. They bring back more of a metal sound that had been gone from the band up until that moment. They were dabbling more with rap rock. Here we have rap metal, and it's very, very apparent. The lyrics on this one can get a little bit preachy, but I think they did a fantastic job. Now, at number 1, we have When Angels and Serpents Dance. I always want to say When Angels Dance with Serpents, but that's not correct. Not only I think this album is pure gold and the best in their catalog, it's a great entry album for anyone who is not familiar with the band. This one's really easy to get into. They're moving away from their nu metal, rap metal sound. In general, you would consider this album to be more rap rock and alternative rock with touches of metal on it. The thing is that the songwriting here is very solid. You have a band maturing with their sound. We have Sunny Sandoval really growing as a singer and as a vocalist. So I'm going to leave this video here. I hope you guys liked it. See you guys next time. Bye.